Welcome back. Today's question is a really clever one. It gives us two different means and asks us to work backwards to find a missing value. This is a great test of how well you understand what the mean actually represents. Let's break it down together. Gemara works as a taxi driver. Last week, he recorded the following information about the distances he drove. For the 5 days from Monday to Friday, the mean number of kilometers he drove was 104. For the 7 days from Monday to Sunday, the mean number of kilometers he drove was 127. On Saturday, Gemara drove 132 kilometers. Work out the number of kilometers he drove on Sunday. We need to find how many kilometers he drove on Sunday, so the first step we are going to do is find the total distance for the 5 weekdays. Here is the key idea. If we know the mean and we know how many values there are, we can always find the total by multiplying them together. So the total distance drove and covered in the first 5 days equals 5 multiplied by 104 equals 520. Second step, find the total distance drove for all the 7 days by applying exactly the same idea for the full week, which is the total distance covered and drove for the 7 days equals their mean multiplied by the number of days, which is equal to 127 times 7 equals 889 kilometers. Third step, let's set up the equation. Now, here is where we connect everything together. We know that the 7 days total must be equal the distance drove in the first 5 days and the distance drove in both Saturday and Sundays, which is equal to 889. So let's write the equation. Total distance of the first 5 days plus distance drove on Saturday and plus distance drove on Sunday equals to 889. Let's replace and substitute by the values given. 520 plus 132 plus distance drove in Sunday equals 889. Let's combine like terms. 520 plus 132 is 652 plus Sunday equal 889. Now we simply subtract 652 from both sides to get the final result for Sunday equals 237 kilometers. So Gemara drove 237 kilometers on Sunday. The golden rule in any mean question is total equal mean multiplied by the number of values. Whenever you are given the mean, always ask yourself, can I use this to find the total? In most cases, the total is exactly what unlocks the rest of the question, just like we saw here. And that's it. A neat 3-step process. Find the two totals, build your equation, and solve for the unknown. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more IGCSE math walkthroughs. See you in the next one.